Hello there everyone, Ashnflash here, and welcome on into a ranking of all 12 of the LEGO Marvel Studios minifigure series. And I just figured that I would do this and sit down because a lot of people have been doing it on social media, as well as I just thought that I'd do it on the community posts, and the response has been great. It's pretty definitive. I think what people's least favorite is. The favorite one, I think, just goes down to personal preference. But anyways, we'll go into all of that. So if you want to participate in that, there's actually a community post right now, a poll. If you want to check it out, you can see it on screen now what the results are so far. And if you want to, you can go and vote. But anyways, without further ado, let's go ahead and let's start to rank these. So I've got A plus, A, B, and C to rank them. So we're going to start off here at the top right with Sylvie. And I think that she's a really good figure. She's definitely one of the better ones, but I think the problem with her is the lack of leg printing. She's one of the only ones that doesn't come with leg printing, so that's a really big problem, I think, for me and a lot of people. The accessory as well, with the machete piece being recolored here in bright green, I just think that it needed either a new sword mold or just a different color, I guess, or dual molding even, but I'm not sure if they would be able to do that. And then her printing on the torso and the arms is really great. It is actually dual molded there, gunmetal gray and black, so that's really cool. And the hairpiece and the crown is phenomenal. I think that is such an amazing mold and piece. And then also the face here, it's not good. I spent so many hours looking for a reference picture or something with her smiling with her teeth. Can't find a single thing. It's either like a mischievous smirk or she's upset, which really she should be upset, you know, after everything that's happened to her. And then her accessory as well, the alligator Loki. It's disappointing that there's no crown, but I get why they did it, of course, because it allows them to use this in a ton of other sets and themes like city and different things like that. So that makes a lot of sense why there wasn't one. So overall, if I had to rank this, honestly, I think it would be a B. I think that it's not good, but it's not bad either. Like, it's not on the bad side, but it's right in the middle. I think C is like the bad grade, I think, that you'll see here. Star-Lord here, that's what they're calling him, not Star Panther or anything like that, amalgamation of the names. But T'Challa here is amazing. There's actually two new pieces here. So this hair piece, I think it's just a rendering error that you could see the little bit there through. Of course, the regular one will fit right alongside the face. But the helmet here is new as well with the hair. I think that's really cool that they took this hair and put it there in Star-Lord's helmet. So that's really neat. And these guns here, the Star-Lord blasters in silver, that was first introduced in the Infinity Saga. But there's a really cool picture of him here that you could see on screen. He's got side printing on the boots, really detailed. I love that so much, that they've got like the thrusters on the side of the feet. But going back to the figure here, like, I think that the torso printing and just some of the marks is great. The face print as well, and I can't wait to see if he has a second face print. I'm not sure how far down the hair actually goes on the back, but even if it's just this face, I think that it's honestly fine. And if I had to give this one a rating, I would definitely give it an A+. Like, I just think that this is such a solid looking figure, and overall, like, just exactly what I wanted. Moving on over here now to Loki. This one I go back and forth with, and I forgot to mention this, but with T'Challa, like, he didn't need arm printing because it's a jacket. And same with here. Like, there's not really anything you could do. Maybe a button or something, but that isn't really necessary. Like, look how detailed they went here with the legs. And honestly, my issue with this is just, it should have been in a set, and that's not really a detriment to this figure. I guess it is as we go through, but I think that this could have been in a set, and that this could have just been dark brown legs, recolor the hair, that's fine. Use the Loki face that we got from Ragnarok, bring that back, and you're good to go. Like, I think that this would just be a solid figure for a set, and then you probably could have gotten President Loki here instead. The accessory isn't necessarily Lego's fault, with Throg being cut out for the most part of the show. He did actually record lines for that, and it was cut out. Like, there's a whole scene involved with Throg, so it's kind of sad that he didn't have a bigger role, but it's really adorable. Like, I love the molding and everything here, and there's a different picture as well that you can see, like the crown, and I think that this looks really great, and I like the accessory of the TVA mug there. It would have been maybe better to have the Tesseract, but we'll talk about that right now, I guess. Oh, I guess I gotta give him a ranking, don't I? I definitely would give him probably, I don't know. He's just kind of plain, but he is one of the better figures. So I think that he's exactly what I would want. There's nothing that I would change about this version. So I think I'd give him an A+, honestly. And maybe I'm being too generous here. But here we've got Captain Carter, or Peggy Carter. And I really love this figure. I think that it's really phenomenal. My issues with it come down to, like, the Tesseract. That's really frustrating, that the one time that they had an opportunity to make an accurate sized Tesseract in a new piece, they did this. Like, that even should probably be a flat tile. Like, I don't get why there's a stud on top. I just really dislike that. So I'm not a fan of the Tesseract build, but the figure itself is really great, and I love the feet printing there, as well as like on the boots and the legs, and these arms as well could be used for like a regular Captain America. The torso printing is really detailed, and this shield is great. But this hairpiece is just Peggy. Like, they nailed it, absolutely nailed it, and the face is amazing as well. And I think that overall, because the accessory is just not anything new or too interesting, I think I have to give her an A, unfortunately. There is a lot of uses, but also considering the fact that she just probably shouldn't be here, and this outfit should have just come in the mech. Like, I just don't understand that. Moving on down here, we're going to go with the Zombie Hunter Spider-Man. That's the official name for this suit. And I actually wrote LEGO because there's been a lot of talk about this, so let me know what you think of it. But I personally think that this is just Peter Parker for a number of reasons. Some people think that this is Scott Lang's decapitated head or whatever in the jar. So there's no jar here, but the thing that you have to think about is that LEGO thinks that they look alike and they've used the same face in the past. So technically speaking, you could use this for that if you wanted to. But I personally think, like, seeing from the trailer, it's definitely Peter Parker. I think it looks really young, and there's no stubble, which, you know, Scott really had in that. But anyways, the figure itself is so detailed. Of course, it's from, like, it's based off of or looks very similar to the Avengers Campus one. It's just one of the most detailed figures that we've ever gotten for Spider-Man, and I think the cape is pretty interesting that they don't have the No Way Home one here. My other problem with this is the accessory, like just that web piece. Like, we haven't used this in a while, and I just think maybe it could have been something else from the zombie theme. I don't know. But overall, I think that this is still, it's really solid. It's an amazingly detailed figure, and I think that it honestly deserves an A+. I think that it is so good. Like, I don't know what I would change about it. It's really, really detailed. Next up here, we have the zombie Captain America, and I actually really like its inclusion because you're not going to get a set based off of the zombie episodes. I would be so shocked if we ever did. And the shield printing is phenomenal. The feet printing here, oh my goodness, like, it's so detailed, and it's just such a fun variant that just belongs in a CMF series. You know how just sometimes you know that you would never see this minifigure from a CMF series in a set? That's this figure. Like, I have no complaints about this, and I can't believe, honestly, that we're even getting him. So I have to give it an A+. Like, it is beyond incredible that we got this, and I cannot wait to see, like, the face printing and everything else underneath it. This Thanos Gamora, oh my goodness, I'm being too positive here. I'm trying to, we'll get to the negative, but this is a great figure. There's not much I would change. Like, the fact that this is dual molded here and it's got some amazing arm printing is phenomenal. I think that, though, with this figure, the part that bothers me is that with minifigures, you should be getting a new piece or something, and this uses no new pieces or anything like that. So this could have easily been a new mold for Thanos' butter sword, so it's really disappointing to me that it doesn't have that. Also, there's no side leg printing. Like, that, like, it almost feels like it's a figure from a set. Like, it just doesn't make sense why there isn't. Like, it should continue here, especially in a CMF series. So for that reason, I think I definitely have to give this an A, because it's just, it's good, but it's just lacking at the same time. Honestly, I think, I don't know. No, I think you know what? I'm gonna go with a B. I think I've got to go with a B. I think an A is too positive because there's nothing new here. At least even when I gave that to Sylvie, she at least has some really cool new pieces. But here, I'm just gonna come right out and say it. Like, it's a C. Like, it's so disappointing to me that this character is in here. And before you start, you know, like, calling me a racist and different things like that, like, I've already seen those comments, and sexist as well. I've already given A+ to other, anyways, that's a whole different conversation. My goodness, I hate the comment section sometimes, but I've seen people, like, saying that Monica's their least favorite, and people saying that. You know what? People are entitled to their own opinion. This could be your favorite character here, or this could be your favorite figure, but honestly, when you look at the grand scheme of things, her outfit is so boring in comparison to other people's. Like, it's not even a superhero outfit, or it's not even iconic like Loki's. I don't think that it makes sense for her to be here. She is literally going to be coming in the Captain Marvel movie next year. She is one of the main characters. She is in the title, Captain Marvel. She's in the logo. So for her to be included in here is just such a wasted spot that should have been, you know, a villain or something, which is really lacking in the series. Specifically, Agatha from WandaVision, because last I checked, it was Agatha all along and not Monica Rambeau. So some people don't even know her name. It's just, she's just didn't do very much in the grand scheme of things, and it wasn't her fault. Like, it's just the writing of the show, and I don't think the finale did a very good job, but that's a whole other topic. But honestly, like even that, like, it just, the printing, it's just lacking. There's no leg printing. Yeah, the hairpiece is really cool. Some people have pointed out that it's very similar to her mom's, but it is a different face from the SDCC set. Even this, like, if this was a new mold of the helicopter or something like that, I would probably give her a B, just because of the accessory could redeem it, but it's not. Like, it's just boring. Like, it's just a generic build, which for a minifigure series, it's not really acceptable, if I'm being honest. And here we have Bucky, and the issue with this here, and I think, I don't know, I'm so torn between giving him a C and a B, because the figure is so detailed, like the leg printing and even like the side arm there and everything. The face I actually really like, and the hairpiece is great. I don't think he needed a new hair piece or anything. The knife makes sense, but it's his accessory that bothers me. It definitely could have been something else, and I'm not a fan of that. I think that it should have been including like maybe a vial or something for the super soldier serum, or just literally anything but the shielding being included here. It's our 4th shield in the series, because of course you'll see in the next one, but I think that he had to be in here. His inclusion is fine, it makes sense, and I think that it's a good, now I have to give him a B, because it's not as bad as Monica, because at least he's a main character. B for him, because it's not bad, but it's not good either, so he's just kind of there. This one, I honestly could be, and probably is, my favorite figure in the whole series. Where is it? Where is he? A+. Like, it's just phenomenal. It really is. This new hairpiece is amazing. I love how it ends on the mask as well, and just the torso printing, the side leg printing, everything about this is just perfect. This new wing piece is crazy, and honestly, when I was looking at this, I forgot that these are going to be printed. Like, these are printed wings. Like, I'm beyond excited for this figure. This is like the one that I'm most looking forward to. I think the mask looks amazing, and it's just so great. I really am so impressed by what they did here. And Wanda, oh, Wanda, there's so, like, the torso's phenomenal. The legs are amazing. The dual molded arms here, the power blast pieces in red, really great. The cape, all that, and you come to the hairpiece, and what happened here? Like, what is this? Why didn't you dual mold this? Like, it takes away so much from it, and I get why they didn't, so that they could reuse this hairpiece in a different set, like a comic book set or something for her, like just having printing on the helmet being in the regular red. The hair color is wrong and incorrect, and the face is really bad, and what's even worse is that it's the exact same one from the Infinity Saga. I don't like it when they're using a face from a regular set. Like, they've done that with Aquaman in the past, and I just don't think that it works really well. Like, she needed a new face, and this was the chance to have it accurate. Like, look, they even got the power blast pieces here accurate. She could have maybe used some side leg printing, although I don't really know like what she could have used. Like, it looks like it doesn't really need to continue. So overall, while I'm not a fan of the top part of the figure, I think that the rest of it is really solid, and I do see the potential for her being included here, and why she's here, and why this piece is going to be used in the future. Vision here, or specifically White Vision, like, I don't know what happened. I don't get it. Like, what? Like, this is not White Vision. It's mostly Gray Vision, like most of it here, and it's so sad. Like we talked about, the Visions, we've never gotten an accurate version of Vision, and now again, the gemstone's wrong, the eye color is wrong, and it's hard, and I wish that they could, but the printing on the side of the head, I hope one day we can have that printed the whole way, because it looks a little jarring that it stops there and starts on the other side. But I think that even the cape, like, it's using one of the 4+ capes, it looks like here. I'm not sure if it has a second flap, but it almost looks like the 4+ one, so I don't know how I feel about that. But it is extremely detailed at the same time, but in terms of its accuracy, it's just flat wrong. Like, this is the most inaccurate figure here, so that really bothers me, and I just am sad about that. And again, I don't get the gray, I don't get the the light purple, but the accessory here is actually really cool, having a sword laptop or something, and the Vision residence around like the hex. I think that's a really cool accessory. But besides that, again, I have to give it a B just because it's just bad. Like, it's inaccurate. Honestly, maybe he deserves a C, but I think that maybe the accessory redeems him, and just the printing in general. Like, it is just so phenomenally detailed. Like, I can't complain too much about that. But there's my ranking. I think, honestly, it's pretty fair. I think that these figures are really great. Like, I wouldn't change a single thing about them. These guys needed some new pieces, but even with Monica, again, going back to her, I don't necessarily have a problem with her inclusion. It's even the outfit. Like, someone said her astronaut outfit. Like, if they even included that as like her astronaut gear as the accessory, that would probably be a little bit better than this. And just dual molded legs, give her boots or something on the legs for Sylvie, and she just needs something more here. And even if it was one of her older outfits, like from the other eras, would have been phenomenal. I would have loved that so much. But anyways, everyone, I'd love to hear how you guys would rank this, because I think that this is, there's some good, there's some bad, but overall it's a really solid series, and I hope that we get more. I really want to draw series 2 myself, and again, she's the least favorite overall. I've been saying this just from hearing her inclusion, and now that we've seen it, it seems that not everyone's happy with it. So, you know, just be polite about your discussions. It could be your favorite character. Heck, you know, Zombie Captain America could be your favorite, and you haven't even seen the episode yet. But anyways, everyone, I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you like it, maybe we'll do more of it. But hope you guys did enjoy this video, and I hope you all have a great day. I will see you all in the next one.